I gotta elevate. I've been praying to God for a better way. I concentrate on my goals and I meditate. Make sacrifices, put time and I dedicate. I gotta elevate. I'ma make sure the family forever straight. They wouldn't listen, now I gotta devastate. I'm on your ass and I won't let you get away. I gotta elevate. I've been praying to God for a better way. I concentrate on my goals and I meditate. Make sacrifices, put time and I dedicate. I gotta elevate.
Yeah.
The beat of heaven, you hear the angels singing. This stuff's so good to throw it up and watch it turn into sunshine. Check a sight that you never had it like this. If you ever get somebody's sunshine.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Shorty Logic Podcast. I am your host, Abby, aka Miss Sugar, and these are my guests tonight. Y'all can introduce yourselves. Start with Portia.
Yeah. Hey, how everybody doing? I'm Portia.
Hey everyone, I'm Troya.
Hi, I'm Desiree.
I'm here. Who is that? Well, thank you for joining us. We're gonna get this show rolling tonight. It's ladies' night, so I'm gonna go ahead and have them play the first video, and then we'll talk about it after they show the first video. So let's hit it.
So a lot of people have been asking me to do the black wife effect video. I'm gonna tell you why I'm not doing it. First and foremost, because I still look like a before photo. Secondly, I don't want to minimize the experience of being with this woman to how she's aesthetically changed me. The second half of this is really going to read like a love letter to her, so sorry. Stick around if you want. Baby, this is really for you. I've had highs and lows in this life, and this woman has changed me into the highest of highs I've ever experienced. This woman has taken me on a spiritual journey, a physical journey. She's brought me into a space where not only do I enjoy the moment, but I plan for the future now. I was existing before her. Now I'm living because of her. Let me give you a couple examples. Spiritually, she's got me out here journaling every day. I missed today. I'm going to get to it. Don't worry. I should have did it when I woke up. She's got me doing CrossFit, taking care of my body, and not because an aesthetic. This woman looked me in my spirit and told me, I want you to be around for as long as possible, so I need you to be healthy. The way I cried in the next room. Whoo! Speaking of that, she's taught me emotional intelligence as well. I no longer have to run to the other room if I feel teary-eyed. I have that partner. She's made me care about my finances and no longer just celebrating the moment with that, but what am I doing for the next day, the tomorrow, the next year? Where am I going to be in 5 years? How am I going to support my children and my partner forever? She's opened my eyes to the devil that is capitalism. I knew I hated it, I just didn't have a name for the beast, and once you name the beast, you can tame the beast. She taught me that too. She taught me new habits. She's taught me how to get rid of old habits. She's taught me that my hair looks better in a messy bun than in a normal bun. She's taught me that I need to travel the world and not just it's a pipe dream, but it's readily available and it's very close. She's...
Okay, I don't know if everybody could hear that video. Could anyone hear that video?
No,
I heard it. Get it,
I didn't, but I
Because
know what you're talking about.
okay, he was saying that the video was low. He couldn't turn it up any louder. Basically, so it's this thing that's going around on TikTok with the black wife effect. I don't know if y'all seen that. And so he was saying that he didn't want to do the black wife effect where he would display like the old pictures of them and then the new pictures of them because he's like, basically, I still look the same besides the messy bun that, you know, she introduced me to. But what he was basically saying was he would rather had spoke the qualities that she brought to his life rather than display a picture of them together. And I thought that was interesting how he went about doing it because he was explaining all the things, the values that she brought to his life to enhance him as a person. Not that he already was enhanced, but she enhanced him even more. I thought it was interesting because he took the time to learn her, learn to appreciate the things about her, and therefore he grew with her. And I hate to say this, y'all, but I feel like sometimes I wish our men could see that in us because I really feel like sometimes with the culture itself, we are naturally aggressive with each other, and I don't understand why. And I think that sometimes may hinder us from actually loving each other correctly. So why should we have to step out of our, you know, space that we're in for somebody else to see all the greater good in us?
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So that's why I had picked that. I just thought that was quite interesting, the things that he had said, that all the qualities that she brought to him. Which I'm not saying that there's not black men out here that enjoy the qualities of a black woman as well, but I'm just saying that in particular was just, it came to mind because I was just like, wow, that's crazy. Because it seemed like it's so hard for us to find a person nowadays. And I, you said that. Real talk though, I just thought that was interesting how that happened, because who don't, everybody, I think at some point everybody desires love, but it's just such a stigma on black love, and I wonder if that's why. Because we've always had to be in like survival mode, and all these things that we was taught younger growing up that puts us on a natural defense with each other. But why does it not put us on a natural defense outside of us? What do y'all think?
Well, I feel like that's a good point. I've seen the video before you shared it to me, and I just feel like I love my black men. Don't get me wrong. I love every bit about it. But I also feel like when we looking for someone to love, are we looking for our soulmate? I don't think that necessarily has anything to do with your skin color.
Right.
It's your personality, it's your traits. It does not have nothing to do with your skin. So when we're out here looking, we're like, oh, just looking for our black men, because we gonna have one or two that's gonna be there the same kind of way and have that same feeling. But then again, who's to say your person ain't of another color?
Right. But
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
wondering why
I did
it's
love
so
that video though.
complex. Yeah, sometimes I just feel like it's so complex, and I'm wondering the reasons why it's so complex like that before you actually find that person for you, no matter what race it is. But
yeah,
what is the stigma there that's making it so complicated? Hey, Charmaine, what do you ladies think? What do you think, Portia? Or Troya?
I'm sorry. There's something going on my phone right now.
That's okay. What do you think about that subject?
I don't. I don't know. I think it's when it comes to the black men, I think I don't know. It's deep. I feel like they have been brainwashed to treat us, the black women, that way.
Yeah.
So through music, movies, videos, social media. So it's
Mm-hmm.
really like a lose-lose situation when it comes to black couples,
Yeah.
prospering.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm not saying that it's not out there, it doesn't exist. Of course, we know it exists. I just want to know what is the dynamic, what's the difference, because it seems like it's just so much harder for us. And I just don't know why.
I think it's because our upbringing,
I
especially
think yeah. That's why I said I wonder if it's because we're aggressive with each other. We are, it's like survival mode all the time within each
mm-hmm.
other. So it makes it kind of complicated for us to find peace within each other because of what we've been taught for so long, or what we've been raised to know for so long.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Javante said, "I agree. We are aggressive with one another. We are, and it's crazy. And it's just like we so fast to cancel each other out. Why? Why?
And it also goes with like she said again, social media, movies, music, um, just the separation part of black families from way back when,
Yeah.
just them taking the men out of the household and women having to go into, I got to do this, I got to do that. And then so
Yeah.
when we get a man, and we might find a good man, one that'll say the same thing about us, but we're so in defense mode that we look right over it.
Yes.
It's just so common out here to do
Yes.
that. So
It's like we don't even have the patience, to even deal with it's like on the all podcast night on Monday night, we was talking about relationships, and we was talking about how it really takes two people on the same level, no matter what, regardless of what you go through, that you can bring it back full circle, that y'all both desire to come back full circle to each other.
yeah,
And that is so hard to find because everybody's just ready to give up. But mainly, us as a people, like we give up on each other, and then that's crazy to me. It's like nobody sees that, nobody don't even want to try, but you will go outside of us, and you will try it, and then it works for you. And not, like I said, that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, did anybody ever stop to think why that happens? And right. I think maybe because sometimes people find their peace somewhere else because they are allotted the opportunity.
And then it goes back to Monday night's conversation, as far as our expectations of others. And I feel like we as a people, I just feel like we as a people, we expect our Black men to do like we have too many expectations of them.
Yeah.
Instead of just being happy with who they are. Now, if he loves you, he's going to build around you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's going to make sure that at least 95% of them expectations are met just as well as you supposed to.
Right. It's supposed to go both ways. And it shouldn't be a point where we are so on defense with each other like that we can't be each other's peace. The peace ain't always going to be perfect. It's not going to always be peace in the house, and that's fine. I get that, because you can't look for perfection, because perfection is not out there. You have to say talk your shit. Perfection is not out there. That's the first thing people need to get out of here. Perfection is not out there. But just allotting a person the opportunity is so complex. And I hate that for us. I hate that for us.
It goes on who we choose too. You know what I'm saying? Who we choose. We want to choose these ones that be out here doing their own thing instead of looking for somebody who's wanting the same thing that you want.
Yeah.
Is
that right there? Is it right there? We looking for what we want instead of what we need, because we always say we get so comfortable in wanting the 6'4", tall, dark, and handsome, reds, whatever, because that's what we used to and accustomed to. We can deal with his bullshit, but we can deal with the light skin, 5'8", whatever over here, because that's not what we used to. He's out of our comfort zone, and he's coming completely correct. And it's like, what the hell?
Javante stupid.
Javante said, fuck that shit. Okay, we're going to go on to our next video. Hopefully everybody can hear the video. So let's go ahead and check out the second video.
I had to have this conversation with my son because unfortunately he had to go through it, and I had to explain to him what happened, because I know the mistakes that he made when his girlfriend finally left him. And I had to tell him like this: son, a woman mentally, emotionally checks out before she physically leaves. And this is to the ones that you know what you did wrong. And most of the time this come from repeatedly cheaters, disrespecting, abusive. When a woman finally hits that door, she's already gone before she physically hit the door. See, men, we kind of stick things out and we kind of just up and go. When we just finally get tired, just that day, I'm done, but a woman prepares herself to leave a relationship, and she's not wrong. You may think, oh, she did me dirty, she wrong, she just left me, she this here, and now you care. You should have cared before you was doing what you was doing. This ain't no pick me situation. I don't want to hear none of that, man. We just just me just wanting men to be more accountable for the shit that we've been doing for a long time. And we just feel like, you know, we're king of the jungle and people should take whatever we decide to dish out. And that's just not realistic. It's not in line with real life at all. It's not reality. Y'all can be having relations. She's just laying there. She don't even want you in her. But you can tell. You can feel it. Most of y'all just be so busy trying to get off. You know she not into this.
I say this
I
a
like that
thousand
one. That one
times
right there was
over.
nice. Yes, I love
Yes.
that one.
I say it 1,000 times over, and you know what? Men just be so dismissive of it when I say this. You can feel a woman does prepare herself to leave a relationship,
Yeah.
and what bothers me the most is that men will be blank-minded to the factor of that because they think it's just all of a sudden, and immediately. You can tell when it's something wrong on their part. Because I will tell you something. I hate when a man says, "Oh, it must be another man." But you know what? Half the time, when you get fed up, when a woman get fed up, she don't even want to see another man. Because sometimes it's like a job after going through something like that. It's like a job. Now, I ain't got the enemy to spare you, bro. Like, I don't have it in me to
Exactly.
spare you right now. I just wish that more men took accountability in understanding that we can tell you 1,000 times over, you don't hear us until that last minute when we walk in that door. Why?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We will let them know how we feel over and over and over, and they'll take it as it is a game. Our
Yeah.
emotions don't. I mean, like the way we feel is just nothing, until we just be like, "Oh, I'm done," and
Yeah.
And
then
walk
and
out.
that's another thing that bothers me too, because some people will get hurt in relationships and then they don't want to have another relationship. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it takes me a minute to get into another relationship, but I always feel like you can always try love again, always try love again until you meet, you know, that
Charmaine
one
said
for
that
you.
that is it. It's nobody else. It's not you either. LOL, right.
What?
I said, Charmaine said, and that's it. It's nobody else. It's not you either. That's right. She's talking about when I said, a man is quick to say, it must be another man. No, it's not. It's you.
It's you.
It's
It's
you.
definitely you.
Right.
I
Yeah.
need a break. I need to
Yeah.
woosah. I need to be by myself for a moment because you're not
Yeah.
understanding me.
And the crazy part, we will talk till we literally blue in the face about the same thing. Because I'm the
Yeah.
type of person, I get tired of repeating myself. If I got to keep repeating the same
Hmm.
problems over and over to you because you keep asking me what's wrong, and I told you once, I told you twice, I told you 3 times, I told you 4 times, it gets redundant at some point. It gets redundant.
Right.
It's like what the hell? I literally gotta keep repeating this. But what's the point of you even asking me if you're not even hearing me? But you
Hmm.
definitely want me to be
Right.
prepared to hear you and your
Yeah.
feelings and how you feel.
And then get mad when you don't do it.
Yes, and then get mad
Exactly.
when you. And sometimes
And
it's
that's the
hard.
thing. I don't like that. I don't like inconsistency. I don't like having to
Yeah,
feel ignored or how I feel on any situation. I
yeah,
mean, when you are in a relationship, y'all supposed to be able to talk about how y'all feel.
right.
And each person needs to take something from that. Some
Yeah.
people just sit back and complain, but if somebody is telling you the same thing over and over, I
Hmm.
don't repeat myself. I don't repeat myself to my kids.
Especially after
Honey, I
if I
will
done
be
took
quick to
accountability
be
for
like
my
that.
part. If I done took accountability for my part, I need you to take accountability for yours. And I'm not going to
Yes,
force you to.
take
If you don't know how to do
accountability.
that, just the common sense that you don't know how to do that, it's a problem for me. Because like I said, I can't I'm not going to keep going back and forth. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. So yes, women emotionally check out first before they actually leave. So that means they gave you time. That means fellas gave you
Over
time
and
to get
over,
your shit
emotionally
together
checks out.
before she just dip out on you. Y'all
And then
need
the
to
first thing they
listen.
think is, oh, she already had somebody else this whole time. No, I just got
Mm-mm.
tired of talking to you.
Yep. Yep.
Can't do it.
Yep. And half the time, women, when they go through something like that, I'm gonna tell you, the end game is you didn't choose me, I chose myself.
I choose me.
I choose me. I choose me.
Yeah.
And then that
And you
becomes
will
a
choose me
problem.
out before
Yeah.
anybody. I will choose me always.
Yeah. And then I don't want people to get that mistaken as being the bitter black woman
Yeah,
because
it ain't just women, it's
that's
men too. I mean,
yeah.
some men are
Like
the same way.
exactly.
Some men, you know, you got some doggish ass females out
That
here.
microphone drop.
The ones that don't care about their feelings.
Yeah. You know, it does work both ways. And you
It's
know,
a
they say
both ways
opposites
thing.
attract. They say opposites attract, and it's so true. But again, like I say, y'all, I'm a person who believes that you don't fall in love, you grow in love with a person because I feel like when you grow in love with a person, you do take that time out to really truly learn each other on a whole different level. And that's what starts to progress a more mature, healthy relationship.
Exactly. And I don't know, me personally, I'm tired of learning somebody over. Like I can
You
go
get
without a
discouraged. You get
relationship. I don't know
discouraged.
what nobody else could do.
You get discouraged. And people think that a woman sits in it and enjoys it. No, no. It's not enjoyable to
What?
get
I'm dead serious.
tired.
It's from my heart.
Right, like it's not enjoyable to sit by yourself and
Yes,
be like, all right, I'm done with this stuff for a while. No, that's not what I want. I'm gonna tell you something. I want
you should.
prove me wrong. Don't prove me right.
You should. Cause,
Prove me
cause you
wrong.
be considerate and you do the same thing too. I've never do
Oh
same
Lord.
for that.
Okay. Okay. Let's focus. We're gonna go to the next video. We're gonna go to the next video.
I don't care what any man ever tells you. The longer you make us wait for the cookie, the more we will value you after we get it. Do you understand me? Time does matter. With that being said, I want you to understand this. With that being said, if a man respects women, it doesn't matter how soon y'all did it. And if a man does not respect women, it don't matter how long you made him wait. Make sure you know how he feels about women, and there's no better way to find that out than to ask him how he feels about his mother. And the last point, Queen, don't make the mistake of so many sisters who look for men who they have something in common with, right? We both psychologists. We both watch the reality show. We both like to read. We both like the beach. That's superficial. You should be looking for whether or not y'all share the same values. He like to spend money. You like to save money. You want to have a lot of children. He don't want none. You believe in a relationship with God. He don't believe in God. You believe in saving for retirement. He wants to live for today. Study a man's values and make sure you can live with what he believes in. And the last thing, I know I said 3, but I'm gonna give you this. You can never change a person. When you meet that man, Queen, ask yourself this and be honest with yourself. Can I live with him as I don't?
That was a
What
good
y'all
one.
think?
Oh, that one hit the nail on the head. Oh no. That video spoke values. Honestly. Yeah. We do need to start asking ourselves that. Especially if we want something long term. I mean,
I think
having
we
stuff in common not always a good thing, you know.
I
Yeah, we
think we
laugh at
gotta take
movies, but what do you want in the long run?
right. And I think us as women, we gotta start taking accountability for that. Like we need to start taking accountability for what we out here choosing and picking and not doing our proper, I ain't gonna say investigation, but just footwork into getting to know somebody.
Sometimes you can put in the footwork and the investigation to get to know somebody, and it still end up backfiring because they lied.
Yeah. But you gotta think like how long did it take for you to figure that out?
And it's
I
like,
don't. Go ahead.
what, 90 days?
Sometimes I feel like people ignore the red flags. Like they'll see it prior to that, and then they'll still ignore it, thinking, like you said, okay, you know, I can change this person, or I can work through. Because you're gonna pick and choose eventually what you could tolerate and what you can't tolerate. Because only you gonna know what bullshit you willing to put up with and what bullshit you ain't willing to put up with.
Right.
So sometimes we skip a step and say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and work through this because you know this is just one little itch right there that he may get. I might be able to get him to change that, but no, the reality of it is no, we
Yeah.
can't. Just like us, we stuck in our ways with certain things. We ain't willing to change. We ain't willing to budge on it, you know. And we got to do better with that as well. But if you can sometimes you're right. Sometimes it does take a while to be invested in somebody to realize that they may be a liar, a manipulator, a narcissist, things like that. Those come time. But the moment you do realize that, what do?
Be already too deep.
No, you ain't never too deep. It's a choice. Everything is a choice. Like you ain't never too deep in. You gotta choose. At that point when you realize you gotta choose. Is it gonna be me or whatever?
That's where self-love plays.
Yes.
Yes, they do. Well, yes, we do ignore the red flags. Yes, we do.
What he say? Yes, men and women tend to ignore the red flags to where so infatuated with a person. Yeah, you can, but once you do recognize the red flags, what do? People act like, I know it may seem hard in that moment to walk away because you do love somebody, you do care about somebody so much. But like I
But
said,
if he's not doing that, if he's not doing nothing for you, you're gonna have to go.
right? Like if you're not watering my garden properly, and I know that we at the age where first of all, we grown. You know, it's just about choosing you over the situation and what you want. And I think a lot of people try to say it because you know they do love a person, but love can get you fucked up out here too.
Where are you talking about?
Will get you killed.
Love can get you fucked up
to
out
love
here.
the wrong person. You ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself. And then I'm not saying that we run out of love, but it's like I don't want to love no more. I mean, after you put up with so much, like I feel like the other person feels like it's okay to take that love that you can be giving to somebody else that will appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Charmaine said the thing is
when now you're robbing me.
Hey, and you know what? You may even be robbing yourself too.
And you're robbing yourself.
Yeah. Charmaine said the thing is when you address it, you get the wrong answer. It's time to go. Right, T.
Right. It's time to walk away. Right then and there.
Right. Right, because you know. That's why I said I know it be hard in that moment, but it's like, and then people get mad because I'm tell you something. When you don't take the trash out, God will take it out for you. He'll take it out for you.
I think a lot of people stay in a toxic relationship because they haven't came to the terms that people run out of love. Because I had to learn the hard way that a person can love you today and change up on you tomorrow. You feel me? Because feelings change. I had to learn that the hard way.
That's what Charmaine said. She said, "Cause I run out of love."
Right.
A lot of times we think we're in love and we're in lust, and if we don't know the difference between that, then that's what
we desire it so bad.
We're hurting.
Javante said, "Well, that's where it comes into play of truly taking the time, dating that person." That's what we're saying. People got to start taking more time to get to know who they are. But like Portia said, sometimes you can get to know a person and still don't get into you so deep in. So when that happens, what do you do in that time? You know what I'm saying? That's why I said it comes to point where you got to choose you.
Yeah.
A lot of people ain't choosing them, and I'm talking about in a healthy way. Like when you know something is not good for you and you leave it alone. Not saying that you should stir away from love or whatever, but know the difference. Definitely know the difference between love and lust.
Yeah.
And then choosing you sometimes is it's way more important. The queen is the most important piece on the board.
Yeah.
So I may say right, proper love feels different than trying to make something fit. Exactly. Because we good at that. Charmaine, we so good at that as when because we're the nurturers and things like that. We so good at trying to make things work. When we are, even if we know it's not going to work. We can know it a whole year, a year before we say a whole nother year. No, it's not gonna work, and we still keep pushing to try to make it work.
Yes, we do.
Javante said, like you said, majority of people mistake lust for love and don't know the difference between the two. Absolutely, it's a whole lot of lusting out here. Lamont said he's just saying hello. What's up, Lamont?
Hey.
But definitely, I just want to say, we're not gonna be on here much longer because we about to wrap this up. But I just want to say something, queens, y'all have got to start loving on you, trusting your instincts,
Yes.
trusting yourself is important because you holding on to something that you know is not healthy for you is not gonna work. You're going to waste time and years of your lifespan out here for what? For what? And you're going to miss out on the opportunity of who's really, truly for you because you holding on to something that you already know ain't good for you. So I need my queens out here to start realizing that about themselves and do some self-love. Because I'll tell you by the next podcast, I also want to say on the next podcast, the ladies' night, I want to start a thing where I'm going to send people like a self-love care basket. So you come on the podcast and we'll figure out how to pick a winner. But if you stay tuned to the Ladies Night podcast, that's going to be the thing. So next week when we get on the ladies podcast, I'm going to make a basket, have it ready, and then we'll be gifting it to somebody on the podcast.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that sounds great. That'll be nice.
Yeah. It's going to have booze in it, and it's going to have stuff that you can do some self-care for yourself on it, in it, and everything else. Yeah, because we're going to get you lit. We're going to get you drunk first, and then we'll have you do self-care to yourself, okay? Ain't nobody going to be there to buy you so you can get just as drunk as you want to, okay? All right, well, I enjoyed you ladies tonight, because we're going to make it short tonight.
Enjoy y'all too.
Yes.
Thank you for the audience. The audience is great.
Always great. We'll start getting more people in on the show. But y'all ladies have a good night. All the queens out there, y'all have a good night. Hopefully we'll see y'all next week. We'll get our shit together at some point, okay?
Oh, definitely.
All right. Hope y'all enjoy the Shorty Logic podcast.
All right, y'all take care.
All right,
Bye.
you too.